Hello everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, we are continuing our segment on how to play as each family member in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. The series started about 3 weeks ago. We have covered how to play Cook, Hitchhiker, and Bubba, the original 3. We are now moving into the next set of characters, all the gun originals, right? So that is what we are going to start with. We always do a poll every week. Which ones do you guys want to see next? And Johnny Boy won this poll. So this is when we are going to go ahead and showcase how to play as Johnny in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So let's go ahead and stop dilly farting around. And let's get to it, man. We're going to go ahead and turn the music kind of back on, a little bit of the sound effects. I always kind of like to mute it while I'm going in. We're going to showcase Johnny's best build, obviously, and then we will go into the game. In fact, I'm going to remute until we are done talking. So we're going to start with the builds like we always do, and then we're going to showcase what to do on 2 of the maps. Just basically kind of how we go. We always kind of pick a few maps that people might struggle on. So as far as Johnny goes, it's pretty simple. He's got one build and one build only that you ever need to use, and it always includes something with Scout. Simple. As you can see, I don't even have any other like backups. Like, there's just so bad in comparison. So this is the meta build. As Johnny, you are strictly offense. Simple. What you're going to want to do, since his ability sucks so bad, is start with the quicker recharge, increase clue range, and analyze clues faster. You will probably use this ability once a month. It's terrible. It needs reworked. And that's that simple. It's way better in Rush Week than it ever is here. So I'm not sure what the hell. Continuing on with the perks, we're going to go ahead and head over to the skill tree. And essentially the skill tree, it's pretty simple. You're going to take the right-hand side. You're going to pop on over, get that first perk, Violent, right here in the bottom row. And what Violent does is your damage is increased by 20% when carrying a full blood vial. You're then going to pop up, get Wind Doom, which is one of Johnny's best perks for Grandpa. You're then going to grab Unrelenting. This is the next perk. Your endurance is increased by 7. You're then going to pop on up and go over to Scout at the very top and grab Well. He's got really 2 good level 1 perks in here. They kind of help assist Johnny. He's also got Always in Sync, just in case you want to use it. Now, as far as the perks go, it's Violent, Unrelenting, and Scout. Unrelenting increases your endurance by 7 points, and your Scout is increased movement by 15%. It's the most broken and most vital and versatile family perk in the game. Scout is a necessity. Absolutely. You are going to just completely dump into savagery and endurance. We get so many attribute points going this route that there's no point in not. You want to have lower blood harvesting because it allows you to have to gain your vial faster. Now, of course, this is if you're randomly picking up blood or maybe getting a few hits without getting a kill, something to that extent. I just throw the last 2 points in because it gives me that extra, blood harvesting, just in case I do decide to feed maybe for level 5 and it's like a baby or a Connie that doesn't need a Violent to kill. But in other words, you're not going to feed with this build. You want to continue to stack the full blood vial for Violent to give you 20%. With this build at 50 endurance, it allows you to swing 21 times without stamming out. Absolutely positively broken. You don't need damage perks with Johnny. He's already got 50 savagery and he's just strong in general. This is one of the easiest trees to max out as well. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 perks in the whole tree, this specific route. So it shouldn't be a little bit overwhelming if you are a completionist that wants to get all perks to level 3, kind of like me. Anyways, moving on, let's go ahead and pop on over to a private match, and we're going to showcase how to play as Johnny on Slaughterhouse. This was one that really kind of gets misconstrued a lot, considering people just rush basement. So we're going to kind of give you some tips and tricks on how to play Johnny on a certain maps. Now, as far as this goes, okay, Contrary to a lot of people's beliefs, you have to positively always rush basement as Johnny. Fucking stop. Stop. We don't need help in the basement as Leatherface. We don't. If we do, we will let you know. But we don't need help. What we need is for you to play Johnny as a cook, as a hitchhiker, somebody that can rotate and watch objectives. Stop trying to go for the hunt. It's a sell every time. Happened today on stream. Johnny joined the match, runs to the basement, 2 people out on battery immediately. Just knock it off, man. Knock it off. Okay? We're moving on. As Johnny spawns on Slaughterhouse, it's pretty simple what you are doing. You're immediately going to run and you're going to start closing crawl spaces. This is one of Johnny's abilities, and that is to close crawl spaces. It's absolutely vital, especially on this map, because there's so many that I just take the time to take care of the crawl spaces. Okay? And as you can see, it's pretty simple. Some of these might already be closed for you. Some of them might be open. But think of it. If they're trying to come up, maybe they're taking their time in the basement or gathering their thoughts with the Leatherface running around. This gives you some opportune time to go ahead and close everything. Okay? It's as simple as this, guys. Simple as this. Now, if we remember correctly, Hitchhiker and Cook, or let's say Hands and Cook, they're going to be kind of camping around this area. As far as Johnny, his best spot to be will always be on the other side of the map. So you're going to want to be towards Sliding Door. And I'll tell you why there's always towards Sliding Door in a Slaughterhouse. Because A, Cook's probably got his locks up here. We got some traps with Hitchhiker. And like I said, you're going to continue to head down and be down here anyway to close the crawl spaces. So that is the plan. We're going to go ahead and take care of this. Boom.
I gotta fix this now.
And boom. Now, as far as what you think, like I said, you don't have to be anywhere as in the basement. You don't. You want to guard. So that's all being locked down over there. This is vulnerable. I now have the ability to kill as Johnny, right? So the reason why I choose this side of the map with Johnny is because of the lanes. They're big, they're massive, they're long, paws. We don't have a lot of room for error. So if I catch a victim right here and they start running backwards, then I have the ability to try and catch up to them on a real straight shot hallway prior to them getting to this gap. Okay, and the same thing goes for on the inside of Holding Pin, which again is a very nice touch of long hallways. Look at this. It's here. If they're over here, good luck. Oh, you went through the hole. Let me go ahead and pop on over, slice and dice you up. Okay. Going to the basement has always been a sell, especially with competent victims that rush out and get shit done. But basically the gist of Johnny on Slaughterhouse is to stay up, guard Sliding Door and Holding Pin, and close the crawl spaces on the way. Because your other 2 teammates, like I said, are more than likely going to be patrolling this side. So that is how you play Johnny on Slaughterhouse. Let's get one more in and let's take a look here. I think the same would be best for Family House. A lot of people just, again, rush basement on Family House. This is a good map to really showcase Johnny's ability and on how to play as him on this map. Now, let me go ahead and start by saying this. If you bring Johnny into any game, you're selling regardless. He is easily the worst, if not the second worst killer in the game. Now that Bones is fixed, it's just not a good player. He doesn't have a great ability. He doesn't have traps. He can't gap. His hit detection is ass. You guys know the deal. Why are we using Johnny? Why? Why? You know what I mean? It's kind of how I always look at it, of it being kind of an issue. I wish that these characters would just be like Rush Week exclusive or completely removed from the game in general. I think that would be best. But yeah, here we are. So let's get that going here. And basically with Johnny, you're going to start off by heading in the backyard. You're going to go through the back gate. You always wonder why are we going through the back gate? Well, I'll tell you why we're going through the back gate. One, it is the closest way to get inside instead of running all the way around, but it also has me the option to close a crawl space on the way. Okay, now I want to go ahead and take the crawl space out. We're going to close this up, and that starts the first line of defense to the backyard. Now, more than likely, my cook is going to be padlocking this lock, so I'm just going to be able to walk in and be good on the front doors. Now, with this particular setting, this is a good spot for him, just simply because Hitchhiker will be able to gap more through the other sides and stuff. But Johnny can help watch this while Cook is upstairs watching the battery or, you know, towards the front doors. This is a nice open spot for Johnny. And again, patrolling left door, patrolling den staircase, side garden staircase, and the back porch. This is a great location for Johnny on this map. Again, if you have the opportunity or time, simply because they're taking forever, I would recommend peeking your head upstairs to see if that crawl space is open, which it is. So in due time, what we're going to do is come up and close it. We got time to do this one for sure. That is simple, man. He's a defender. People play him so strictly as offense, but he is good at defending locations because of his hard hitting. People will try to avoid this location if they know that I'm here and can 3 to 4 to 5 tap them depending on their toughness. Simple, pretty easy. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we're going to showcase. Just start kicking crawl spaces when you're upstairs. Stay up, patrol, and damage victims. Simple. Thank you guys once again so much for coming into this segment. I hope you really enjoyed it, and we can't wait to see you on the next week. Who is it going to be this time? Will it be Sissy? Will it be Nancy? Will it be Hands? Will it be Bones? Who knows? But we are going to find out with a poll next week, and we'll get that going whenever you're ready. So again, I appreciate your guys' love and support. As always, don't forget to drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and anytime that I bring you brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.